Hi everyone, it's Tom here from Hardsoft, and this is the Alogic Clarity Max Touch display. Now it's a 32-inch touchscreen display, which is the first of its kind, and it's a real potential rival for the Apple Studio display. Let me show you why. To start with, the Alogic display comes with a stand included, so you can pivot, tilt, and swivel as you need. However, if you were to go for an Apple Studio display, for example, you're going to have to pay an extra premium to get that capability. And for a creative that wants to be able to move things around, especially with the capabilities of a touch screen, being able to kind of move that screen around as you need is a real game changer for this particular monitor. It also has a built-in camera, which actually pops up automatically when you open any kind of app that is going to be needing to use it. There it is, looking good. Now, of course, Mac has always been the most popular choice for designers, and for good reason. But there's never been a touchscreen Mac. You've never had that opportunity. So you've had all these creative elements, but this is a piece of the puzzle that you've not had the option of before. So it's essentially like you're adding a touchscreen to an iMac. It really changes the game for how creative you can be, what you can do, and the gestures and the setups and the different controls. I mean, creatives can be more creative, is a good way of putting it. The best part of the touchscreen is with the gestures. Now, if you're someone that's used a trackpad before on a MacBook, you'll know that you can do different gestures with your, say, 3 fingers to the left or the right, and it has a certain command that you can set for specific things. Now, what happens is the Alogic display, it actually takes over those gestures. So whatever it might have been on the MacBook itself, it then translates over to this monitor as well. So the gesture is going to be the same that you're used to using, and you can customize it to your heart's content. And what's so cool as well is that you can actually add custom apps and add custom adjustments, custom features, custom gestures. And so for me, for example, I'm a creative, and if I want to use, say, Photoshop or Audition or an Adobe something like that, I can adjust this app here, the Commander, to add a very, very specific gesture. So I don't know, maybe if it's cutting something, lowering the volume, editing something in a particular way, I can assign any kind of gesture to fit exactly that. And you could do this for any app you want. If it's Chrome and you want to open a new tab, boom, no problem. And it almost gives you this vision of the future that, you know, you see people in films 50 years from now and they're sat there going like that and making everything work. And it's the kind of thing where once you get used to it and you're really used to using this and you've learned those gestures, I think it could be a real game changer for all you creatives. Overall, in comparison to the Studio display, it's more cost effective, it's a bigger screen, and you've got the touch screen. And so there is a trade-off somewhere. This is a 4K display, whereas the Studio display is a 5K display. So you've got brighter colors, higher quality on that screen on an Apple Studio display than you are on this one. But it really is kind of a case of amazing versus best, kind of. You know, they're both incredible displays. But if you're someone that is very, very intently working on super fine details and colors, it might be better to look at Studio Display. But other than that, this is a really fantastic monitor. So it's for Alogic Clarity Max Touch 32-inch 4K display, and you can check it out on the Hardsoft website now.